written in the scrolls. Re 20. 12 say a person died from having the blood drained from his body. Would he return without blood? No, for he could not live in an earthly body without blood. La 17. 11, 14 rather, he would be given a body as it pleases God. Since God's will and pleasure are that the resurrected person must obey the things written in the scrolls, it would have to be a sound body, possessing all its faculties. Even though Lazarus' body was already partially decomposed, Jesus resurrected Lazarus in a whole, sound body. Joe 11. 39. In this way the individual could properly and justly be held responsible for his deeds during the judgment period. Yet the individual would not be perfect when brought back, for he must exercise faith in Christ's ransom and must have the priestly ministrations of Christ and his royal priesthood. 1 Pe 2. 9. Re 5. 10. 20. 6. Passing over from death to life. Jesus spoke of those who have everlasting life, because they hear his words with faith and obedience, and then believe on the Father who sent him. He said about each one of such, he does not come into judgment, but has passed over from death to life. Most truly I say to you, the hour is o textoi acute miritra longo. Resurrection 791. Thus, because of their no longer walking in trespasses and sins against God, and because of their faith in Christ, Jehovah lifted his condemnation from them. He raised them up out of spiritual death and gave them hope of everlasting life. 1 Pe 4. 3-6. The Apostle John describes this transfer from deadness in trespasses and sins to spiritual life in these words. Do not marvel, brothers, that the world hates you. We know we have passed over from death to life, because we love the brothers. 1 Joe 3. 13, 14. An undeserved kindness of God. The provision of a resurrection for humankind is indeed an undeserved kindness of Jehovah God, for he was not obligated to provide a resurrection. Love for the world of mankind moved him to give his only begotten Son so that millions, yes, even thousands of millions who have died without a real knowledge of God might have opportunity to know and love him, and so that those who love and serve him can have this hope and encouragement of faithful endurance, even as far as death. Joe 3. 16. The Apostle Paul comforts fellow Christians with the resurrection hope, writing to the congregation at Thessalonica about those of the congregation who had died and who had hope of a heavenly resurrection. Moreover, brothers, we do not want you to be ignorant concerning those who are sleeping in death, that you may not sorrow just as the rest also do who have no hope. For if our faith is that Jesus died and rose again, so, too, those who have